know this particular modules, digital design, static timing analysis, Verilog, SVN, UVM. Okay. So before that, anyone wants to like anyone knows like what kind of packages you are going to get in the initial days of your career. So okay, I wanted to answer this few most asked questions. So I get more so many questions about this particular thing. So I wanted to address few of them. So the very first question is the most asked question is like what is the package of a DV engineer in first few initial years, like 1 to 3 years of experience. What is the average package? So I think there are many third years and second years are also there, right? So I wanted to address this particular question so that they will also be having some clarity, like what is the present situation or the scenario over there. Okay. So coming to the answer of this particular question, package basically depends upon what kind of company you're going to join. Okay. So if you're going to join a service-based company, then as many are saying, it will be around 4 to 5 LPA. But if you're going to join as a in a product-based company, will mostly there are chances that you will be joining as an intern. So they will be hiring you. Most of the product-based companies will be hiring you as an intern, and your package will be good only, okay, in the case of your product based companies. But in the service based companies, and there's one more thing is you are going to have some kind of bonds, okay, so like 3 years of or 4 years of commitment or bond you're going to have in most of the service based companies nowadays, okay. So if it is a genuine company and if it is having projects and all, it's not bad to accept that particular bond. But if there is no project and if the company is not good, then accepting a bond is little bit difficult position. Okay, so be careful in that particular thing. Okay, yes, and yeah, so that was the question which I wanted to address. And any other questions? This general questions. Yeah, coming to this off-campus requirements, yes, they are very, very low, and it's very difficult to enter nowadays. But people are, getting uh, entering into many companies. I have recently only like I've seen people like 5 to 6 people have got off-campus itself. So it all depends upon the skill and luck. If you're attending an interview, then you should. It all depends upon your performance. Okay, any other queries? Okay, fine. I think we are good to start with this particular session. First of all, let me give the overview of this particular course, like what are we going to discuss and what models we are going to discuss and all. And then we will see. I hope my screen is visible, right? Okay. I got few questions. Let me first of all answer them and let's move. In how many days this course will be completed? Okay. Uh, Actually, Prajwal, I will be moving out of India, so I think in between the course will be breaking. So I cannot, basically guarantee like how many months I can complete this particular course, but completing the course is for sure. Okay, and taking training is mandatory. Yes. Why? Because Swati, frankly speaking, even no one is going to learn coding or verification part. If you want to enter into design and verification, you need to know system verilog and UVM. Those particular skills are not teach. Those particular skills are not taught in our colleges, right? So I don't know about now at this particular scenario. What is the scenario in colleges in 2026? But speaking of my time, like 22 or 23, we don't have any, courses which are being taught in colleges. So yeah, training is mandatory. So I'm from CS background, want to start in VLSI MTech. Mm, I think you can switch. RTL engineers requirement skills, yes, we will see. Participation certificate and all is not this session. I cannot provide it. Yes, definitely package varies for BTech and MTech, and MTech also, like if you're enrolled into good colleges, tier one or tier two, then obviously your package differs. Okay. I hope I have answered all the questions. Now let's move to. Okay, tools and protocols. Okay, let's also answer that particular questions. Now over here, we are going to have this particular course divided into few submodules. And one second. Now we are going to have this particular course divided into few submodules. So in the module number one, we are going to basically deal about digital design, right? So this particular digital design module is basically, which is being taught in our colleges also, right? So I think most of the participants who have joined this particular meet, almost like 50% or 60% know digital design completely. So that's the reason what I'm planning is we will keep the theory shorter. So we are not going to focus upon learning each and every theoretical part going in a theoretical manner. We will stick on to theory like 40%. Okay. And remaining 60% we are going to focus upon major problem solving. So here it is a part where most of us get failed in our interviews. Even I also got, like, initially got struggled solving this particular problems, because we only focus upon learning the things, learning the theory, but we don't majorly focus upon problem solving skills, especially in digital design, right? So in your interviews in your round number one, you are basically going to have this digital design related problems only. So you need to solve them, then only you can clear round one and you can go to further rounds. Okay, for a fresher level I'm talking about, right? So that's the reason we are going to focus more upon problem solving skills related to this digital design. Have a set of problems which we can practice them, and not that we are going to skip the theory completely. No, theory is also important for solving the problem. So that's the reason I'm keeping theory as 40% and problem solving as 60%. Okay. So this is my module number one. And module number one, okay, coming to the class timings, it will be sharp 11 to 11:30. 11 to 11:30 a.m. And this is for only 2 to 3 weeks, I can say. Okay. After that, I don't know what is my schedule. So this is for 2 to 3 weeks and 11 to 11:30. So this module one, I'm trying to complete it in a month. Okay. Now, what is the structure of this particular module one is, so in class, I'm going to, cover few theory, and I'm also going to cover few problems. Okay. And I can give you some set of assignments, like I will give you around set of 15 to 20 problems each day, so that on a particular topic you can 50 to 20 problems each particular day, so that you can basically solve this particular problems. And in next day, if you're having any particular doubts, or in the group also, you can utilize the group. There are many people, you can basically discuss that particular problems, or if you're having any new problems also, you can share the problems in the group. So I will also enable the chat, and please don't post external links or any particular kind of advertisements on all. I will be just removing them. Okay. So if you have any new problem, or if you're facing any particular doubts in any given assignments or all, you can basically post in that particular group, and you can discuss it. Okay. So this will be the architecture of module number one, which is digital design, which is a fundamental subject. If you want to enter into physical design, analog layout, or design and verification, any particular domain in VLSI, if you want to enter, digital design is your fundamental and foundation that you all need to excel. Okay. So is it clear in digital design? Any particular queries or anything you want to add in digital design? Speaking of chances to get can rely on open source like GitHub and NPTEL and other resources. It depends. See, most of I've seen people who got into industry without any kind of coaching or without joining into any particular coaching centers and all, but they have done their MTech or they are good people who are performing very good in their BTech and all. So it depends upon the people. Like let's say our retention span has reduced a lot, and even we cannot focus upon 5 or 10 minutes studying a particular subject. I'm not talking about everyone, but I'm talking about few of us, right? So over here, self-studying is a kind of little bit difficult thing, I think, nowadays. So that's the reason I'm recommending people to join some kind of coaching or join MTech if you are getting a good college, so that you can enter into the domain. That's my opinion on this. Okay. Can we follow batch one playlist on YT, or will be different? Yes, you can follow batch one. That's what I'm saying now. So if you have an urgency of completing the course as soon as possible, you can go to batch one and you can complete it as soon as possible. But let's say if you are a second year student or if you're a third year student, you have 1 year of time with you and you can complete it at a very slow pace, but in a good manner. You have that much amount of time. You can just sit it and you can complete it with me. Okay. Now, digital design, is it clear? Any queries over here or any improvements you want to do it over here or anything you want to add it over here? All good. Shall we move forward? Yes, yes, I will be sharing. Now, coming to the recordings, let me show where you can avail the recordings. So let's say if you are missing the live sessions and if you want to refer to the recordings, you can basically go to this channel all about VLSI, and you can just go to this I will be uploading the links also, the recording links. Everything will be updated over here. Let's say suppose if you don't have time and if you want to complete it on your own pace and all, so we have already covered one batch on this entire design and verification. So you can go to courses and where is it? Yes. So around there are 132 sessions where we have completed from digital to SystemVerilog, and we have done few projects also. So you can refer this and you can complete it on your own pace. But let's say if you have so much ample amount of time and if you want to complete it very slowly and but in a great detail, you can join live and you can complete it. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Shall we move forward? Okay. Fine. Now, recordings will be available over there, and live sessions will be given. The Gmeet link will be given anyways. Okay, this is my module one, and if you can, focus upon this module one, and you can attend the live sessions and all, I can guarantee you that you can able to answer questions in your interviews. Okay, that is my guarantee, and it depends. Like it depends upon your performance also. Okay, so if you're learning well and if you're practicing on your own pace apart from this particular live classes, then definitely you can excel your interviews. That I can guarantee. Okay. Now coming to my module two. So in my module two, we are going to start with static time analysis. So in the static time analysis, we are going to look into clock domain crossing CDC also. Okay. And this is my module two. And I cannot guarantee that we are going to use a tool. Generally, people will use prime time. So I don't have access to this particular tool, and also speaking, I don't have exposure to this particular tool in great detail. So as a design and verification engineer, what I have seen is in static time analysis, mostly the questions will be theoretical oriented or the basics. Okay. And CDC also we are going to look. Okay. So we are going to focus upon like mostly the theoretical part and the what is what, like what do you mean by setup time or what do you mean by clock domain crossing or what do you mean by async FIFO and all. So this kind of concepts we are going to look at. Okay. So this is what we are going to learn in module 2, which is static time analysis, and we are going to look into little part of CDC and all. Okay. So this tool we are not going to learn. I don't have access to this particular tool. Okay. So we are not going to look into this particular tool and all. This is my module number 2. And coming to my module number 3, which is Verilog HDL. Now, in this Verilog HDL, again, the theory will be around 30 to 40%, and remaining coding will be like 60 to 70% it will be. Okay. So this is my Wedlock HTL. So theory will be 30 to 40% and coding will be 60 to 70%. And again, so let's say suppose in our session, if I'm going to deal a simple half adder code, I will be giving you assignments related to full adder, half subtractor, BCD adder, or full adder, half subtractor, and full subtractor. So this will be your assignments, so that you can basically have hands-on on what to do this and how to debug. Debugging is very, very important. Like if we are getting an error, we nowadays we simply give it to ChatGPT and it will basically give us whatever the corrected result. But this is where we are lagging in debugging skills. Debugging skills are very, very important. So that is what I recommend you. So initially, when you're preparing for any interviews, so just try to, not completely rely upon AI, and try to debug on your own, so that you can basically improve this particular debugging skills. So this is where your assignments will be helpful for you. Okay. And apart from this, after completing this Verilog HDL, learning this Verilog HDL, we have already developed a series which is known as project based learning, projects using Verilog. So this particular series we have already developed in our YT, where you can refer to this particular playlist and you can, develop projects using this Verilog. Okay, that is very, very important part over here. Not only learning and not only coding the things, or not only developing small modules, but developing small projects is also very, very important. So that's the reason we have already developed this. So let me show you over here. You can, where is it? Yeah, this one. So Verilog project development series, this is already present. So after learning Verilog coding, you can basically refer to this particular playlist and you can learn this. Okay. And also I will be adding a few more projects over this playlist as time being. And in future, I will also be adding few more projects. So after learning Verilog, you can basically refer to this particular playlist and you can do it. Okay. And the major question over here is, what is the tool which we are going to use over here? So the open source tool only we are going to use, which is nothing but Vivado. So this is a very, very powerful tool. We can do so many things over here. Okay, so I will be showing you a guide of what can we do with this Vivado tool. What can we explore over here? And after completing this Verilog, we are going to see module 4, which is basically FPGA. So previously I have done a playlist on FPGA that was very, very basic. But now what I'm thinking is to go in little bit advanced. So we are going to look into this FPGA, and using this Vivado only, we are going to explore this FPGA. Okay. So basically FPGA stands for field programmable gate arrays, and it is kind of a hardware which we can use, to whatever the code which we have written, that can be implemented on this particular hardware. Okay. So that is the reason we are going to use this FPGA. Okay. Now, this was about model 1 to 4. Is there any query or any doubts over here from model 1 to 4? Let's see CMOS basics, whether we are going to cover or not, or whether you can refer to any other channel for this or not. We will see. Okay. Companies, they ask, where do you have done course? Uh, See, most of the product based companies, if you're going to get an interview opportunity in any product based companies, they are not going to, ask you like where you have done the course. Majorly, they are going to focus upon your skills only. Many playlists on YouTube channel are incompleted. Which playlist you are talking about? No, Mauli. We are not going to provide you any kind of certificate and all. Navneet, can you let me know like which playlist you are referring to, so that I can help you with that? And duration of the course, what I am expecting is 8 months. We haven't started TCL or Pearl playlist, so that's the reason I'm asking you. I haven't started any TCL or Pearl or any kind of course on the YouTube. Jyoti, so these are the few modules which we are going to cover in the design part. Navneet, I'm not sure about which channel you're talking about and which courses you're talking about. Yes. Now, so afterwards, after completing this particular design, yes, yes, we will come to that particular point. Now, after completing this three modules, module one, I'm now basically focusing upon the design and verification course which we have started. So in this particular design and verification course, this is module one, module two, module three, and module four. This is what we have started. Okay, this completes with your design part. Now coming to verification part. So in the verification part, there are two important modules we need to cover, and this will be difficult modules for students who are learning it for the very first time because they are not learning them in their colleges and all. So that's the reason they feel them as difficult. But let's try to make them very easier by learning over here. So in the module number five, we are going to see about system Verilog, and in module number six, we are going to basically refer to UVM. Okay. So these are the two modules which we are going to learn for verification. Okay. And over here, not only learning this particular modules, we are also going to develop few projects related to the system Verilog and UVM. And if you have learned already system Verilog and UVM, and if you want to refer to the projects also which are available on our channel. And coming to TCL and Pearl, I cannot guarantee that I'm going to cover this and all because as the time permits, let's see if I can cover this and all. Okay. But I can guarantee that we are going to cover system and log and UA. Okay. Now, apart from this, people are asking about COA, computer organization, which I've already started on our channel, and those particular videos are being uploaded on our channel. So you can basically refer to that. Let me open that. Yes. So basically, the course name is Risk 5. So before going to start about Risk 5, we have already started about this, computer organization basics, which are needed for developing a Risk 5 process. So you can refer to this particular playlist. Okay. Now, these are the basic modules any particular candidate should have for entering into design and verification course. Any doubts in this particular basic modules? Let me know so that we can move forward. All good? FPGA. Now, apart from these modules, even if you are a fresher with no experience, you need to have knowledge about protocols. Okay. Now, can you not say me what do you mean by protocol? Any answer, anyone? What do you mean by protocol? It's a set of rules. Exactly. So, if you're going to follow a set of rules, basically it's used to establish a communication. That's it. Okay. So, in the case of our protocols, we are going to have, you should know UART, I2C, SPI. These are the basic peripheral protocols you need to know. Okay, UART, SPI, and I2C. And apart from this, AMBA protocols like AHP, APB, and AXA. These are the on-chip protocols which a fresher should also know so that he can clear his interviews or her interviews. Okay. So these are the basic off-chip and on-chip protocols. Okay. First, if you are learning this design and verification for the very first time, yeah, I'm typing it in the chat box. So if you are learning this design and verification for the very first time, so after learning all these particular modules, even after learning Verilog and digital design, you can jump into learning this protocols UART, I2C, and SPA, AMBA, AHB, APB, and AXI. Okay. Now, coming to AMBA protocols, AHB, APB, and AXI, you can refer to our channel, which are already completed. Let me show you that. So where is this? Yes. So this is APB, this is AHB, and this, where is this, AXA. Okay. So you can refer to these three courses which are already present after learning digital design and Verilog. We're not going to again, cover this in our design and verification course because already the recordings are available, right? So you can refer them in parallel. And if you're having any queries, we can basically have one live session or three, four live sessions to complete the queries. And give me 1 second, there is some disturbance over here. Digital design and Verilog, you can jump into learning these protocols and you can learn them. Okay. So this is about design and verification course which you need to learn. Okay, and coming to complete module index, like what topics we are going to cover, that and all, I will be creating an Excel sheet and I will be sharing in the group, so you can refer. And coming to PPTs, these PPTs will be uploaded in the drive and you can access it from the drive. Okay, and recordings, everyday recording, it might take little bit time, or it might be uploaded as soon as the session ends. It depends. So please wait if the recording is not uploaded. Okay, and if it is uploaded, the link will be shared in the group. You can refer to that recording. Okay, so that is about this particular course introduction. Yes. So if you're having any doubts or any other queries you wanted to ask, you can stay and discuss with me, or else we can wrap up the session. Okay. Yes. So see you in the next meet, and we will start with this particular course. Thank you.